Hello there. In this video, I'm going to go over how to use Skype for Business for those of us that may not have been switched to the new telephones quite yet. And what I'm going to go over is just what you'll need to have on your computer in order to make Skype voice and video calls, as well as how to schedule meetings that are capable for Skype for Business. So let's go ahead and go over really quickly what you're going to need whenever you are working with Skype for Business for audio and video calls. Of course, you're going to need a microphone as well as a headset or headphones that can be used with your computer, and also of course you're going to need an internet connection that can support audio and video. Of course, the internal network here at SMU is more than adequate for that purpose, but when you're at home, make sure you have a high-speed internet connection of some kind for the best video and audio quality. So now let's go ahead to my computer here and we're going to go over Skype for Business. Okay, so here I am at my desktop. I'm on a Windows machine right now, but for Mac folks, don't worry. Most of the features, if not all of them, are going to be available to you on your Mac as well. So right here, of course, I do have my favorite contacts, and I can scroll through all of my other contact groups as I see fit on this first tab. Also, we do have some conversation history that you can refer to, as well as this calendar icon, which shows you your calendar appointments for the day. And if it is a Skype appointment, which I'll tell you more about here in a bit, you can actually join it directly from this screen. But let's go ahead, and I'm just going to start a call with one person real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give my colleague a call here. So there are two options here at the bottom. There is a video camera icon here at the bottom, as well as a telephone receiver. The telephone receiver will just start an audio call, where the camera one, of course, will start a video call. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today. And it will show you a quick preview of your webcam before you send it off. Mine's a little dark there, sorry, but make sure yours is in a well-lit environment. So go ahead and click on Start My Video, and it will start the call.
Hello.
Hey, Lorene, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Just showing folks how to use Skype. So everything doing all right?
Yeah, it's a great tool. I'm glad you're showing it to him.
All right. Awesome. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Later. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. It's just that easy. So that is how a video call takes place. And, of course, you can always resize that window so you can get a better view of whoever you're speaking with. And you can always turn your camera off at any particular time. So you can just switch to an audio-only call, or you can turn your video on at any given time, and they can accept that on the other end. So that was a call that we just made. So let me go ahead and go over creating meetings. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go to this calendar section, or the meetings tab here in Skype for Business. One option is that you can click this Meet Now button, and it will start a conference immediately. First, it will ask you what you would like to do audio and video wise. Usually the default, especially if you have your headset plugged into your computer, is just to use the Skype for Business option. If for some reason you do not have that option available to you, there's also this option to have the system call you at your cell phone or something like that, or to not join the video at all. Most of the time, this Use Skype for Business option is what you're going to want to use. So I'm going to click OK. And right now, this is starting a conference room right off the bat. From here, it will then have, of course, just me in the call. I can always invite other folks. Up here in the top right-hand corner, there's an Invite More People button. So I can click on that, and I can then invite more people to this particular meeting. And from there, once I've invited people and there's more folks here to meet with, you have the options just like in the other call, to turn on your video or turn it off. You also can mute your microphone, as well as share your screen. This is a big one that a lot of folks use in Skype for Business. So if I click on that, I can go to Share My Desktop, and it will ask what I want to share. I'm just going to share my primary monitor here, so I'll click Share, and it'll warn you. People will be able to see everything on that monitor. That's okay. And so there, now you'll notice on my screen, my monitor has an orange border around it, and that indicates to me that my monitor is currently being shared. So everyone in this meeting will be able to see it. To stop sharing, just in this meeting window, go ahead and click on Stop Sharing. And then you'll notice that orange border goes away, which means they can no longer see my desktop. So there are also A couple other features down here in the lower right. If you need to change any call controls or if you need to use any menu options, if you're calling a telephone, you could do that. You can switch the device that you can use if you want to use a microphone on a headset instead of the one built into a laptop. You could switch it from here, and a few other options here on this ellipsis button for recording the meeting if you wanted to. It would save it to your computer. You can change fonts, make this a high priority, and other meeting options there for you. But normally by default everything's set up pretty well, so you can just change that to your preference. Also, up here in the top left I have a participant pane that will show me a list of everybody in the meeting, and you can just X that out here. And then the lower right shows the chat. So just like in a regular Skype IM chat, everybody in the meeting can chat by text as well. I've noticed in a lot of meetings this is a really good place to share links to other websites that the people in the meeting need to refer to. They can copy and paste that into the chat and people can click on them and access them that way. That's pretty easy. So that in a nutshell is the conference features. So let me go ahead and close that call. And if you do leave it accidentally, you can rejoin it right here. But that's up to you there. So I'm going to close that out. And now let's go over to Outlook to show you how to make a calendar appointment that will enable a Skype for Business meeting. Okay, here I am in Microsoft Outlook viewing my calendar, and let's say I want to make a new Skype meeting. So I can just go ahead to whatever day I want to create that meeting. And so I'm just going to go ahead and click on this day right here. And now I have a new event showing right here. And so you can go ahead and add your subject and location, things like that. But the key thing to do whenever you want to make a meeting for Skype is to use this Skype meeting button here in the event tab of the new event. So let me just go ahead and type in some basic info here and change the date and time here. Okay. And then up here in that tab, I'm going to go to the Skype meeting button. And there we go. You'll see in the description of that event, we now have a conference link established with this join Skype meeting link, and also a phone number as well as a conference ID in case someone needs to join by old-fashioned telephone. So I'm just going to invite some folks to this here. So I'm just going to invite my boss here. There she is. Now I'm going to go ahead and send this over. And now that meeting has been scheduled. So now when that time for the meeting comes along, I can open up that appointment and click on Join Skype Meeting. And it will then, just like we did before when we started a conference, ask us how we would like to join the meeting. Then click OK. And we're in. So that is the meeting setting. That's as simple as that. So let me go ahead and I'll close this out here. And so then, of course, you can invite whomever you would like in the to field for that calendar appointment, and then they would just receive that link that they can click on and join that meeting. And so that, in a nutshell, is how to work in Skype for Business, especially if you do not have one of the new VoIP phones yet. So just make sure that you have that headset or any other kind of microphone and headphone combo that you have available to you. And once you are in Skype for Business, it's easy to call anyone in that list. So pretty cool if they have their audio-video equipment set up as well. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to call the IT Help Desk at 214-768-4357 or send them an email at help@smu.edu. Thank you.